But we start now at noon with breaking news that we're following. The Detroit man accused of shooting and killing Wayne State police officer Colin Rose is now charged with first-degree murder. Officer Rose was shot Tuesday night, and he died nearly 24 hours later on Wednesday. D'Angelo Davis has been held in connection with that shooting and had an arraignment just moments ago. Guy Gordon is joining us live now with more on what happened in court, and I understand that he had little reaction to today's charges. Guy?
No reaction. Sat slumped in a chair with his arms crossed in front of his chest. He did answer the judge's question about whether he understood the charges in the affirmative. But let's take our first look at 31-year-old D'Angelo Davis, the man accused of allegedly shooting Officer Colin Rose, as you said, on Tuesday night while he was answering the call of an unruly individual. According to the complaint, somehow this man obtained a gun, according to officers, and shot Officer Colin Rose in the face. As we know, he was a canine officer who also answered a lot of other calls, going well beyond his responsibilities to help the law enforcement team on the Wayne State University campus. Here are the charges that D'Angelo Davis will face. First-degree murder, murder of a police officer. Both of those charges carry mandatory life. Felon in possession of a firearm, and 2 counts of felony firearm. Judge Vestus Venson entering a not guilty plea on his behalf to all of it. A dozen officers in the court in support of this. More than 150 officers were at his bedside when he passed away Wednesday night. The chief saying that citizens are dropping off flowers. The department is getting emails, text messages from all across the country, and also very deeply touching expressions of support from the street people who knew Officer Rose.
I've even had people from a homeless center, a shelter on campus, who Officer Rose had reached out to. I've never had that happen, come into the station in tears asking, what can we do?
If he wasn't doing something with his dog, he was looking for a guy buying dope. He was looking for the dope man. He was always looking for something. And, you know, he probably led the department in arrests.
Lieutenant Patrick Saunders also talked with Officer Rose's parents today. They've gone back to their home in West Michigan. A couple of things you should know about. First of all, they managed to share a laugh, so they're trying to get through this. Also, when they returned home, chokes you up, the town had put out blue lights on his behalf. And also, his mother is very proud of the fact that he was this close to getting his master's degree in law enforcement. Just 1 credit away. We have learned that Wayne State will waive that credit, and posthumously, his mom's very proud of this. He will get his master's. We are live from Romulus. We'll have much more coming up at 4 and 5. I'm Guy Gordon, Local 4.
So incredibly sad, Guy. Obviously not just choking up the police officers that knew him, but really everyone in this community. You never want to hear a story like this. As for the suspect in this case, do we know anything about his criminal history? Do we know anything about his run-ins with law enforcement, or why he would do something like this, or allegedly do something like this?
Nothing to explain this level of violence. He's never used a firearm before, but there are at least 3 other instances, Evrod, where he has engaged police officers in an assaultive way. One in 2009 and one in 2011. 2 of them with the same officer that patrolled near that area where he tended to hang out. But nothing that would explain this kind of violent behavior. We should also tell you that the officer's 2 dogs, Clyde and Wolverine, the 2 canine dogs that he worked with, the parents have taken one of those dogs home, and another trainer has taken the other. And his fiance was also involved in training these dogs.
Wow.
It had been very involved with the department as well.
So incredibly heartbreaking. Obviously, a story will continue to follow as our thoughts and prayers are with the department, the man's fiance, his family members. This really affects us all. Guy, thank you.